haven't done a one eye, one cheek, one lip for months.
The artist who was leading it told us directions and we did the exact opposite.
But I want to do a 5-minute face before we do this unboxing of the Chanel products I ordered so we can see them up close. So this definitely looks like my kind of palette, definitely shades I would wear now. Welcome to another vlog. I just have one item to unbox and then I thought we could shop for some Chanel makeup together and let you know how I make my decisions on what I want to buy, because I haven't done a one eye, one cheek, one lip for months. I can't even remember the last time I did that, so I thought we could shop for a one eye, one cheek, one lip together. So hopefully it'll be here in the time span of this vlog and we can unbox together and take a look. But I have one item here so far from Nordstrom and we'll unbox that because we're going on vacation and I've been trying to, and I say trying to because I haven't done it yet this week. I've been trying to work out more regularly. So I ordered, okay, where was I going with this? So I've been working out, or trying to. So I got these because I thought these would be great walking and working out shoes. And I actually noticed they're kind of like everywhere. They're very popular now, but we got these in Florida when we were visiting. We both got a pair actually when we were running, and so that was long time ago because I can't even remember when that was. When was that? Do you remember when we got those shoes? They were fitted at a running store. No, we don't remember. Okay, well, many years ago, like over 5 years ago, this brand on, and they've since of course updated, so that's what they look like. I wasn't sure which ones to get because now they have different models, but I think these are the, what are these called? These are Cloud 5s, and they didn't have the white with white. I think these are the natural white or something. Like, why do they look so small? These are 7, I wear size 7. They look tiny though. Swiss engineering, and they have these little, very similar design to what I had a long time ago. And I wore mine for, do I still have mine? I might still have them. Yeah, they look good. And I know it's hard to find all white shoes. There's a little bit of silver on there. These are the undyed white. That's what they're called, undyed white. And I think the white with white was almost impossible to get. So this was the next best thing. And I got these from Nordstrom. So the goal is to work out while on vacation. I don't know. We're gone for a few weeks this summer, so we'll see if that's a reality. But I thought we could look for some makeup together. I'll screen record as we go so that you can see what I'm looking at, and then I'll show you side by side what it is. But I'm gonna go to Chanel. So I'd like to either shop off the Chanel site, or I will work with Margaret, who is the rep that I work with, and she helps, actually, she's so good. She has a list of all of my Chanel items and reminds me if I already have something or not, because I honestly have so much I cannot even remember if I've tried something or not. So she's a great reference. She has a list of everything I've purchased and everything I've tried. So I'd like to start with eyes, and I like eyeshadow palettes, the quads, but I think I have almost every eyeshadow quads. I don't see one that I haven't tried. So maybe the only one is Warm Memories, but that one, do I have that? See, now I have I would have to ask Margaret about that. I feel like if I do have it, I wouldn't use it because that's not something that I would gravitate towards. So that's when I went to the Luggage collection. Plus I like Luggage, especially for the summer. There's Light, which I don't think I would use. It looks kind of shimmery. So I don't love super shimmery, but from the other Luggage products I've used, it doesn't tend to bother me, but it looks a little bit more shimmery. Now, is that newer? Why don't I remember this from last time? Okay, so we've got here medium, which I don't think I have. I'll have to double check, but I think I would pick this one up because it's neutral. It looks exactly like what I would love, especially now. I have very neutral tones for my makeup just all around. So I really like this one. And I do recall that I have 2 that I already have tried. Yes. So I've got Tender already. I know that. And I've got Intense, which I really like because Intense has those like greenish tones in there, and Peach. I feel like I have Deep. Now I'm not sure. Now Warm is not something I would like just because it says warm. And I like cooler tones. And then again, this Light, I'm not quite sure about the light. Why have I not seen? I don't recall seeing this. Okay, so I would like to maybe try that at some point, but medium, I definitely want to try medium. So we're gonna add to bag. So I've added that to the bag. Okay, next we've got to find, that's our eyes. Oh, and I got the Sisley eyeliner in gray, so I'm gonna use that with it. I already know that. And then we've got here, oh yeah, you can see the colors there, nice. Then let's go back and let's look at a cheek. 4-pan blush, we know. I haven't really revisited that, maybe once. Then I have most of the powder blushes either in the older formula and some in the new formula, but there wasn't anything unusual that I wanted to try. Jersey looked interesting, but I already have both versions of that. I also have the Waterfresh blushes in the tones that I want, so nothing new there. The Healthy Glow Sheer Color Stick. Now, this is a nicer product than I recalled. So I picked one up recently in number, I don't even remember the number. See, that's what I don't remember. I don't remember the numbers. The one that I picked up though I liked. Maybe it was 21. But I noticed these are out of stock. Like number 24 is out of stock. Number 23 is out of stock. Number 20. So 20 looked interesting, but also it's sold out. I'm not gonna try one of those. I can't get one of those right now, so we're gonna pass on that. What I think I'll do for blush then is I think I'll combine maybe the stick blush that I have with a powder blush. If you haven't seen that before, where you use the stick blush or stick highlighter, then you pick up the cream part and then you apply it as like a, you can turn your powder blushes into cream blushes, which is really nice for the summer. And then we need a lip. I wanted to try more of these Rouge Coco Bombs, but I have 914, which I have on right now, which I really like. 914 is a good one, Natural Charm. The other one I wanted to try, I think Pink Delight is the one everyone wants to try, 928. Oh, that is in stock. So Pink Delight looks a little bit light for me. Let me know if you have it. What do you think of it? I'm curious, but it just looks really light. My Rose 918, that looks like the other shade I would like, but that one is sold out. You know what I haven't really tried are the Rouge Coco glosses. I think I tried like a tangerine shade before, but I'm curious about, you know how I like the Victoria Beckham, that shade in Tanline? Tanline? Yeah, that one. I'm looking at this Noche Moscata, looks interesting, but it looks really sparkly. Here it is. It looks kind of sparkly when we look at the swatch. Really curious about it, but I'm not sure how sparkly that is. Let me know. Karma looks like a more simple shade, and it looks really pretty. It does look like it has some warmth, but also a little bit of a pink in it, which will work well because if it doesn't have that pink, it's gonna look gray on me. So let's add that to the bag. So they've got the Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream in the travel sizes, which I don't know if I need that right now. They've got the Healthy Glow Illuminating Oil, which it's not something I would wear, but the Waterfresh Tint, I actually need to get one. You can see all of the shades here. We got light, medium, medium plus, light, deep, and medium deep. What did I say? Oh, I need a medium plus. Let's actually go to powders because I noticed there's a product I haven't really tried that I'm curious about. So I've tried the Natural Finish Loose Powder, and I like the one in 30 because it's got that peachy tone to it. And then this Lip Beige Healthy Glow Sheer Powder. I have not tried that. I tried the Healthy Glow Luminous color, which is too luminous for me. It's got too much shimmer in there. So I thought this one might be interesting, the Healthy Glow Sheer Powder. So I'm looking at N30. It's got that nice peachiness to it. So I like powder that's a little bit lighter than my skin tone because I hover around BD41 is actually my ideal shade in Chanel foundations. A little bit of warmth, but I usually will go a little bit lighter with powder because I like it to color correct and to brighten a little bit. So I like a little bit lighter. So that's where we're going with N30 on this one. Okay, so we've got those 4 items. So this is what I was talking about the last time, is that you can choose your kind of packaging or wrapping that you want. So instead of the classic, I like this essential cotton pouch. I will reuse the cotton pouch as kind of like a liner for my bags. So I like to have a pouch of items that I just transfer from one bag to the next, and that's coming really handy. So I'm gonna order that. Really excited to try these items because I feel like I've tried quite a bit of Chanel. It's one of the ones that I have the most makeup of. Yeah, Chantecaille and Chanel are probably the 2 brands that I feel like I have a really comprehensive overview of their products. I still feel like I have some holes with Chanel that I need to fill in, but I've tried out quite a bit of their makeup. So these are just a few things I haven't really tried yet. So I feel like I need to get to know them, especially this powder. Oh, another thing we're gonna do is we have a whole week of Porsche activities. And so I'll just film a little bit of it here and there for you just so you can see if you're interested. I think the next time I see you, we will be on a rally.
We are on our Porsche week. So actually, I don't know if I put clips in yet. I'm gonna put them in now of some of the activities we've been up to. We did a painting class. We got to paint Porsches and I enjoyed that. Did you?
Yes, we had opening dinner.
Oh yeah, we had a dinner, but then I think painting was our first thing, right? Yeah. And it was an hour and a half, but it went by really fast. I enjoyed the painting. I want to do more painting.
Painting and Prosecco.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of Prosecco.
Actually, a lot more Prosecco
no,
than painting.
There was more painting for me. I really liked the painting. Actually, the artist who was leading it told us directions, and we did the exact opposite. Start out with a black outline and then fill it in, and start from the left to right, and then we proceeded to start with white paint and kind of just put it all over the place and then filled in. But I see the wisdom in his directions now. And then after that we went to a, what did we do after that? What did we do? Was the paste? Oh, no, we did pastries. We watched the pastry, well, I thought we were gonna make pastry, but we watched the pastry chef make these macarons. It was like a giant macaron. It was lychee, raspberry, and rose. And the rose fragrance or the rose flavor, was it a flavor? I really smelled it more than I tasted it. It smelled just like Darby Rose by CHANTECAILLE. I kind of want to do a side by side because it smelled just like that.
It was called a rose water.
It was rose water. I was asking, was it distilled? Is it flavored? And I think they said it was distilled, so it sounds very similar. Now I'm really curious about that, and I'll try to make them one day. It looked really difficult, but we did Italian meringue. So we learned there are 3 different kinds of meringues: Italian, Swiss, and French. And we did the Italian meringue. And so it actually looks doable. Oh, I had a chance to try it myself too, didn't I? I tried it out. And then we went to the movie and saw Transformers, and we got to see Mirage. And my jacket, by the way, came in really handy, my Porsche jacket, because it's kind of chilly up here in the mountains. We are going on a tour right now, and we're gonna go to a restaurant where the chef is CIA trained, I believe, and they are very famous for pies up there. So we're gonna go up there, and then we'll get back to some makeup because I put in my Chanel order and we'll be unboxing that. And I don't know if we're gonna try it on in this or not. We're gonna go to lunch now though, and I will take you with us. And then, oh yeah, there's a parade.
Ready to have a great lunch, fabulous venue up here in Julian. Drive your cars up, enjoy the hot rod circuits on your way up here, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
I got my Chanel order here, so it's been a few days, and I hope you enjoyed some of the footage that you saw of the Porsche events. It was really fun, but we are getting ready for guests. My stepdaughter and her husband are coming, and then we're going to take our own trip. Actually, we have a couple trips coming up, but I want to do a 5-minute face before we do this unboxing of the Chanel products I ordered so we can see them up close. And I actually wore this last night. We had dinner with friends, and I just have my glasses on here. And I finally wisened up to wearing an actual robe when I get ready, because that way I won't spill anything on my clothes, because that typically happens. Oh, I wanted to show you what I put in my hair this morning, because as I was using the Dyson, it smells really nice. So I went in with the Grow Gorgeous Balance Fiber Sealing Split End Treatment, and I just ran that through the ends of my hair today before I went in the shower, because I don't wash my hair in the morning. I wash it in the evening. And then I went in with the Dyson, and I was picking up some kind of really nice fragrance, and it was from this. And then I went in with this, which I've been really giving a good go, and I used this last night too. It's the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore-Smooth Blur Drops. It really seemed to help smooth this area and keep it nice and matte. Okay, so last night I went in with a combination that I've used before that was actually a suggestion from one of you, and it's the combination of these Chantecaille products. So we've got here the Rose Glow, Sheer Glow Rose Face Tint, and then the Anti-Aging Face Tint. And the reason I put this on for evening is because usually you're having dinner with someone or it's something where you're up close, and I don't like to look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup in real life. I just want my skin to look really nice, really hydrated, and just healthy looking. So I combined these two. So here's the Rose Glow. It's like a pudding texture. If you haven't tried this, it's a really lovely product. I loved it for a while. Actually, let's go under the eye first with this. I loved it for a long time, and then some other products came along and I just kind of forget about things. But then I was reminded, no, I want really natural. So I went in with this as my base. It'll just bounce the light really nicely in a natural way. And then I blend it with a little bit of this because this is too deep for me. It's this shade right there. But if I combine them, you get a really nice filtered effect. So just maybe this much. I kind of have to experiment and see it on my face, and if it's too deep, I add it to the exterior first, and then I'll mix in some of the Rose Glow and get it to a color that is closer to the center of my face. So this is kind of like right here is probably the best place for this because it's kind of in between the exterior and interior, because if I bring it up a little bit further, you can see that it adds color. So I just want to make sure I add this to the right area of my face based on how deep. So it's like different every time, but I can kind of gauge like, okay, that's too deep for the exterior, it's too light for the interior. So it's actually gonna be a little bit light for my forehead here, but it's like skincare, but then it sets really nicely. And then I get a nice blurred effect here in the front, which will require less makeup also. This is a request, by the way, for 5-minute makeup. I did one in a previous vlog about daytime 5-minute makeup that has a lot of SPF involved, but this one doesn't have any. So this is more for an evening, no photo kind of situation. I don't think this would be the best look for photography. There's a lot of glow here, that's why I say that. And I'm not gonna really powder too much here, so I'm going mostly with the Rose Glow right here in the front, just a little bit of that tint. But it'll help brighten this area, refract the light, blur those dark spots. So then I can just kind of mix, depending on the area of my face, which is what I like about these two products together, is I can customize really easily based on the area of my face. Because I have probably like, I think I've said it before, 2 to 3 to even more shades than that on my one face. Yeah, because it has like that candle lit effect almost. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's translating, I'm not sure. We're gonna go in with my smashed Ole Henriksen CC Stick Banana. We're gonna use this under the eyes to brighten. Yeah, so probably need a new one just to make that a little bit more even application. I use brushes for more perfected makeup, except for maybe the Merit stick is the thing that I use for really quick makeup. Also, if I'm using this Merit stick, actually that would have been a good one too to use, but that's still a little bit more coverage than I want than this. Like this is virtually no coverage. So we're gonna go in though with Clé de Pose Honey. And I recently posted on Instagram about this, how much I love this product, because we've got the perfect storm of texture and discoloration here. If you're gonna see a product that's like subpar performance, you're gonna notice it right here. Right here, not right here, right here. Actually, typically use the concealer brush, the Sephora, it's number 57. For this, the fluffier one, but we'll just use our clean hands today because I just have this little, I filled this little box zip with all of my 5-minute makeup, and I forgot to put a brush in there for this. That Glow Recipe product helps adhere this a little bit better as well. And then we're gonna go in the corners, that always makes a difference. Cancel out this darkness here. This is the Chantecaille Le Camoflauge Stylo, this pen in 4C. We're just gonna brighten like we do with the La Prairie, but I have not gone on, I have not gone under here with the Chanel concealer, which seems to be difficult to find, but hopefully It'll be back in stock by the time this goes up. And I'll make sure to post if I find it. So it's not gonna look as perfected, but I think in real life, that actually looks really nice. I am using this just as like an experiment. It does surprisingly do pretty well. So I'm not 100% convinced, but I've been happy with the performance so far. This is by Mally. It's really hard to open this though. Here's the sponge, which gets kind of just transfers makeup onto there really quickly. So even if it's a super clean sponge, you're gonna get some of that, but you can see some of the darkness does come through a little bit. The good thing is that if the concealer lifts a little bit, you can add more because this is also a primer. Quick brows going in with the Dior Show Onset Brow. So just know that even though this is a 5-minute makeup, it's taking me a little longer today just because I'm talking through and I want it to, of course, look good on camera. It's not always perfect in real life, but I do get the main big ideas here, which are even skin tone without looking like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, and defining the brows, which is hugely important for me, makes a big difference. And then mascara here in a bit. Been experimenting with this product, Selena Marble, which I really like. Going with marble here. What am I going here just to see, like, is this a good color? It's a little bit more sheer than Pecan by Victoria Beckham, the eyeshadow stick. And highlighter by Victoria Beckham, and just dabbing on a little bit of this on my eyelids. Not too much, just a little bit. So I don't want it to be like too glossy because then I'm afraid that mascara is going to transfer here. But just enough so it glows. Really subtle. I'm going to go in with the Victoria Beckham eyebrow pencil. Okay, let's use the Tower 28 mascara. See, that makes a big difference, brows. And then instead of setting with powder, because I went in with this, it's gonna help control some of that oil, I just go in with blush, a powder blush. So of course, Valentino number 9. And I've got a Ray Morse Deluxe Kabuki brush here. It'll help color correct here as well in the front if for some reason that concealer didn't totally conceal. It has a little bit of a glow, so it's got a skin perfecting quality to it. I can't say that all of the shades do this. I have one that's I think number 4. It's a little pinkier. That's why I love number 9 specifically. So instead of adding layers and layers of powder, this is my only powder product that I'm adding to the front here. And since I don't use the contour stick on my forehead there, just because it's a little bit hard to control, I'm gonna go in with a bronzer. This is the Hermes in Atlas. It's really beautiful. I haven't had a chance to use it as much as I wanted to. Oh, I've had something in my hair this whole time. I haven't had a chance to use it as much as I would like, but it's really pretty. It's a very golden kind of bronzer. I can run it across too, just like that. This is a Fenty bronzer brush. Yeah, so no setting with any powders but powder blush and powder bronzer. So I guess that's powdering to set in a way. It does really eliminate the extra step of powder though. Just a couple more really quick steps here. So taking the contour stick, and I'm really liking this a little bit of glow here on the nose. So just a really quick contour stick here. Oops. So the nice thing is that you don't have to be totally precise with where you place this because it moves around really nicely. Just kind of scoot the color inward. Then we'll add highlighter. A little bit to Cupid's bow here. And then Victoria Beckham Tanline. I'm excited to see how close the Chanel shade is that I purchased. It's out. And actually, let me go change into a real blouse here or something other than this robe. Hold on. I decided to go with one of my most frequently worn pieces. It's a silk blouse. It's got long sleeves. I think this is by Equipment. maybe from many, many years ago. And I seem to just collect them over time, and they last a really long time. I wash them in the wash on gentle in a laundry bag, and then I just hang them to dry, and this is how they look. That's my favorite kind of clothing, is high quality fabrics that I can wash at home and just hang dry. And so this is not steamed at all. It's just a crepe, more of a crepe silk though, not that shiny silk. It's got more of this matte texture, which I prefer. So I have this in, gosh, this color. I've got white, I've got pink, I've got a mauve color. I don't think I have black yet. I think I might need it in black. One of my most frequently worn summer staple pieces, and I love to just drape this over a dress if I want, or just a tank top and shorts, and I'll put something like this over it. So it's a really great versatile piece, even though it seems kind of impractical, but it's a washable silk. So I feel like most of my silks are washable, even if they don't say washable, but I'm just really careful with them. But this has lasted for several years now. Finally gonna get into this order from Chanel. Hopefully I'll get to swatch this in the Get Ready With Me with the other palettes that I have in this series. So again, I get this eco bag. I don't know if they call it the eco bag, but it's not the standard. But look, it's really nice. It's got this square shape, which the other one didn't. I feel like it was more of a rectangle. So I just love this for inside of other bags. So if I had the bail bag, so if I had the Loro Piana bail bag, this might be something nice to sit inside of it to kind of just keep things in one place. I like to kind of corral items inside a bag. Okay, so we've got here several of the items with the stuffing. Okay, so then it comes with all of this, but you get the bag, which is, again, I think the most practical in terms of reusable packaging that I've gotten before. So I love this, again, that square shape. Perfect for if you have a square bag, you want to put that in. Or I have like the Cabas bag by Louis Vuitton. It's a little bit see-through because it's like a vinyl kind of material, but I think putting things like that inside of it will help organize as well if you have a big tote. So we've got here, let's open this first because this is not a new to me product. It's the Luggage Water Fresh Tint, but it's in the travel size, which again, traveling, this is a great product to travel with, and it's really cute. So if you're wanting the travel size, this is how big it is. It's I think it's about half the size of the other one. It's a 0.5, and I believe the regular size is 1 fluid ounce. Really cute though, really cute size. Okay, so medium plus is a great shade for me, especially for the summer. I'll go medium in the winter. And then we have here, oh, let's look at this because I'm excited. This is 716 Caramel. This is the one that I'm wondering how it's gonna look on the lips compared to the Victoria Beckham. Oh, okay, this is not how I expected it to look. This is very mauvey. The pictures are not accurate online because here is the Tanline. Very, very different shade. Okay, not what I expected, but I'm glad because I have the liquid lip in this shade, but it doesn't look like this, or at least I don't think. We'll have to compare. It looks really mauvey. Okay, I still like this shade better, but we'll see. And then we have here the Luggage. This is the Healthy Glow Natural Eyeshadow Palette in medium. And I swear, I thought I had this, but maybe many of you asked me about this because I think you want to know how it's compared to other neutral palettes, I think. Luggage collection, so then you have this cream exterior. And then here are the shades. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this definitely looks like my kind of palette, definitely shades I would wear now because they are like barely their colors. And it looks like this one is more shimmery than the others. Of course, I'll do a Get Ready With Me, a one eye, one cheek, one lip. This is all for that whole one eye, one cheek, one lip series that I haven't done in a while. So excited to show you this. And especially because I am more minimal with my makeup these days. Yeah, I put out there on Instagram too. I feel like the more makeup I have, the less I actually wear. Or am I actually wearing the same amount, but it's less visible, more strategic? I'm trying to figure out which one it is. Okay. Oh yeah, and I think that this made my hair a little bit better on the ends too. Lovely product. Okay, sometimes I get, this was actually was PR, that takes a while sometimes for me to try products out, but then it's like, oh, why did I not use this earlier? Because I am really, really fortunate to be able to try out so many beautiful products. I do have so many sometimes to give a good try at. Maybe I'll try it once or twice, but until I get a really good routine going with something, it's hard to really gauge how much I'm gonna use it. But this is definitely something I would use more frequently for this result. It's really good. Okay, then we've got this. So this, I feel like I haven't explored Chanel powders very much. I feel like I've got their loose powder in 30, which is why I went with 30 because it has a peachier tone to it. I have the Healthy Glow, the one with the ridges in it. It's too much shimmer for me though. That's why I don't use that one. This one though looked like it wasn't shimmery. So we'll see. This is a pressed powder. You have a powder brush, which I probably will not use. Oh, wait, this also looks deep, doesn't it? That's 30 because I'm BD 41 in their foundation. Why does this look so deep? Well, maybe it'll be different on, but doesn't that look like, it says Healthy Glow Sheer Powder. Well now, it doesn't have anything embossed, so maybe I can take a little swatch without it totally disrupting. Oh, it disrupted a little because I like to take, oh, that's got a little color to it. I have no powder, like I said, on my face today, but we're gonna try this powder out with the one eye, one cheek, one lip. I feel like maybe I needed a lighter shade. Wow, I'm surprised, I'm really surprised. Let me know if you have this and what shade you have and what shade you are in foundation, because that is a surprise. Okay, and then is that it? That's it for my Chanel haul. I wanted to show you these placemats that we got because they are really, really cool. They're made out of pebbles. I don't think we ever invested in really nice placemats before. So I want to show them to you in case you wanted them, because it's really like a calming, very calming kind of effect. The first time I saw them, we went to this store that sold mostly Japanese products, and they sell dishes and things like that, but then they had these placemats and they only had 2, so we ordered 4 more of them, but they were really, I want to show them to you. So these are the placemats. How cool are they? They're little like river rock stones glued onto this fabric. I think it's like a felt fabric that they're glued onto, but those are our West Elm plates that I would not recommend because they chip so easily, but they look really nice. So we'll be looking for some matte plates that complement this, but I just want to show you. How cool is that placemat? Good morning. So we are doing something a little different. I'm more casual today. We're gonna bake because my stepdaughter and her husband are gonna come for a visit. I don't think I've had her on camera before. Have I? I don't think I have. I think you've heard her voice. So we're going to make something that's my mom's recipe. Actually, they are pineapple bars, and they are a favorite of so many people, including my dad, and also my stepdaughter. She loves them. So I'm gonna make those for her. So I'll show you the process, and also the makeup I have on today is a look that I filmed with mostly Chanel products, some new ones, and I really love the naturalness of it. Yeah. Really impressed with the way that powder is. Doesn't totally cover my spots here, but I didn't put concealer on today really, so I just put on a little bit of the Water Fresh Touch. Yeah, that one. But let's go ahead and bake. Okay, so just like a cooking show, I took out all of the ingredients. So we've got 1 cup of butter here, and then we've got flour, so we need 2 cups. So I did 1 cup of regular flour, 1 cup of whole wheat. I know you're supposed to probably like compensate for this because it's a little bit more dense, but it seems to work fine. And then we have here 1/2 cup of powdered sugar in there. I have a baking pan ready to go with parchment. I love baking with parchment. And then you cook this, so we're gonna make this into a pie crust first. And then over here, we've got 4 eggs. It's supposed to be 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, but I squeezed 2 lemons in there. We have some crushed pineapple. Actually, we didn't have crushed. We had the sliced or diced or the chunks. Tried many things. I tried using a potato masher. That didn't work. I ended up putting it in a bag using a meat tenderizer, but then I took it out and also put it on a cutting board and chopped it up. 4 eggs here. That's 4 tablespoons of flour in there. And then in there we've got, it's supposed to be 2 cups of sugar, but I have 3/4 cup sugar to cut down on the sugar. Oh, by the way, this doesn't have to be fancy butter. My husband did the grocery shopping for this, so he picked some very fancy butter for this one, but regular butter works. And I use salted because there's no salt in any of this, so I want a little bit of salt. I've gotten the butter to room temperature.
Okay, I'm just gonna combine the dry ingredients here. That's the powdered sugar. And we've got the whole wheat flour. Okay, now that we've got the dough, we're gonna put this in the parchment lined baking pan. I don't recall if I'm supposed to poke holes in there, but I'm going to just in case. And then this goes in the oven for 20 minutes at 350. While that's baking, I'm gonna crack these 4 eggs and just beat them. So now we're just gonna combine them all. So the eggs, the sugar, lemon, flour. I'm frying rice back in the background, that's that extra noise. And then we've got pineapple. So now we've got the crust, we need to pour this on here. So we're going to pour this on here. Oh, we've got a spoon in there. And this goes back in the oven for 35 minutes. And then just gonna finish off with a little bit of powdered sugar.
But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.